Hey everyone, it's Johnny, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to take a look at some of the glamorous collection that was launched a couple weeks ago, I think. I finally got my hands on the bars and one of the buddies. Oh, I didn't get the whole collection. There was a warmer that's very pretty and like kind of gilded and gold-ish. And then there was another buddy, but I only picked up the one that I was like really excited about. So without further ado, let's dive right in. And we're going to start with the buddy first. And then we are going to talk a little bit about the wax. We'll sniff through them, see what we think. I'll try not to throw things on the ground like I'm already doing in this video. We're doing great. Okay, so the buddy that I decided to pick is called Spiffy the Sloth. And he's so adorable. I mean, I haven't seen him yet, so he might not look quite as adorable as the picture, but the picture on the box looks really adorable. And there are two glamorous buddies, I guess they're called, that were released with this collection. There are, I think, at least four more on the way that will be released either later this year or early next year. But this, from what I remember, was one of the only boy buddies in the group, and it's a sloth with a bow tie. How adorable is that? So, he is described as Spiffy the Sloth. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Spiffy the Sloth. With his dapper bow tie and silver paws, he always looks sharp. And his soft fur and sparkling eyes make him a snuggleable? I don't know. Companion for any occasion. I would say it's probably snuggleable, if that's even a word. Snuggable doesn't really sound like a word to me. Anyways, that's syntax. Anyways, here is the box, and let us go ahead and dive in because I want to put him with my other buddies. All right, so the box always has nice detailing. It has the bow ties and like sunglasses, and looks like a fedora there with a fern leaf, which is kind of funny. But let's, oh my God, let's look at him. He is so cute. And he's so soft. All right, so this is, let me puff him up a little bit. Sometimes when the buddies are like shipped in the box, they get a little bit like defluffed and they're like, why does this look strange? But if you just take a few minutes, like you fluff a pillow, you get a cute little sloth. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. I love it. And he's super soft. He has like that faux fur sort of fabric to him. He has like corduroy arms and legs, and you have this like metallic sort of silver for his paws on both on his hands and feet, which I think is really cute. You have the little Scentsy logo as well as the star in the back. And then, of course, what I think is even cuter is he has this little bow tie, but if you look carefully in his eyes, they're also like sparkly glittery as opposed to just like a plain color. So they really went with the attention to details with this collection, at least for the glitzy part. And if for those of you who've been following me for a little while, you know I like shiny things. So naturally, oh, he has like a little cowlick. Oh, maybe not. Just kidding. There's just extra fluff. All right. So, he does not come with a specific scent pack. You can pick one if you decide to purchase one of your very own little Spiffies. I just think he's adorable, and the bow tie and like the sparkliness of it sold it for me. So he is a dapper little sloth, and he will be sitting with my other buddy collection, which I am super excited to introduce him to. So that is Spiffy. Let us move on to the waxes themselves. And I actually have my iPad here so we can go over the scent notes and see what we think, because I've not sniffed these before. So if you do buy the whole collection, there's 5 bars. It's for $25 US. It comes in this lovely little pouch that looks very glam, fantastic with like the gold, you know, foiling sort of look to it. And it comes with a little informational blurb that was on the outside. It fell off, so I've just put it in with the bag. But this also gives you the scent notes just in case you don't want to refer back to the website. So there are 5 bars. They are called Born to Shine, Dazzle Darling, Keep It Sassy, Sweet but Fierce, and With Grace. So one thing that I want to check really quick is, do the scent notes on this card match up with what they say on the website? Because there's been a few times in my history of being a Scentsy consultant where what it says in here sometimes has a slightly different note than what's on the website. So just looking really quickly. That looks the same. That looks the same. Hey, they match up. Isn't that cool? All right, so actually we don't need the iPad. I can just use this little blurb here. All right, let's go in order. So let's start with Born to Shine. Born to Shine is this, nope, that's not Born to Shine. Guess we will not be shining just yet. Please hold. There it is, Born to Shine. This is Nectarine and Pear Blossom boldly take center stage while Cashmere Musk offers a warm, enlivening encore. So we have Nectarine, Pear Blossom, and Cashmere Musk. And this is a kind of bright orange sort of color. All right. Ooh, it's a little sweaty. All right. Straight out of the gate, I get florals. You do pick up the nectarine. Yep, I do get a little bit of nectarine. It's a softer note. It's not like throw in your face, like sort of like citrus scent, and it's not heavy like a peach scent would be. It's a nice, well-balanced, at least in the top note, between the nectarine and the pear blossom. I feel like I get a little bit more like pear than I necessarily get pear blossom, which would imply more of like floral note. Or maybe I get like a mix between the two, so it's not just random flowers, it's like pear and pear blossom kind of together. It has like a warm sort of note to it. If you think of like warm spring sunshine, something like a sunflower sort of scent. Oh, and you get even more of the nectarine on the bottom of the bar. Ooh. And I don't really get a whole lot of the musk. Yeah, it says Cashmere Musk. Cashmere to me usually tends to be a very strong, not overpowering scent, but a little bit overbearing at times and can take over a scent profile. This is almost on the back end. Like, I think nectarine with like a fresh aquatic sort of floral scent. And then like the Cashmere Musk is kind of like grounding the scent. So it's not just this light, airy sort of scent. There's a little bit more depth to it. All right, so on cold, I like this one. I don't necessarily know that this is like, I love this scent, but I do like this one. So this one is Born to Shine. All right, next in our collection, we have Dazzle Darling, which is salted grapefruit catches some rays besides sparkling coastal water and calming beach sage. Okay, so we have salted grapefruit, a water scent, coastal waters, and sage. Not a big fan of that, but it is a teal, pretty teal color. I love the little graphics on the fronts of these bars. Not that it matters when you're warming, but it's a nice touch. So let's have a whiff, shall we? Woo! Okay. Ooh, all right. So this reminds me of like household cleaner. Right out the gate, you do get the salted note, salted grapefruit to be exact. And I think this is not a sweet grapefruit. This is definitely, what is it? Does it say what type of? No, it just says salted grapefruit. I don't know if this is a ruby red grapefruit or more of a pink grapefruit, but you have a tinge of the bitterness of grapefruit on this scent. So it's not just like a sweet grapefruit sort of scent. There's definitely a bitterness that you pick up in the scent. So you get salty, bitter grapefruit. You kind of get like an ozonic sort of like carpet fresh sort of Febreze quality to this, like that powdery, soapy note, whatever you want to call it. I guess it's a little bit more soapy than powdery. Yeah, it's soapier, not powdery. And then you get the sage. And I'm very picky when it comes to sage because a lot of times sage just doesn't do a lot for me or just makes me dislike a scent. So if it's like a main player in a scent, it's really hit or miss for me. Like it's either okay, I like it, or no, get it away from me. Man, that salted grapefruit is just like, hello, nurse. All right, let's see the bottom of the bar. Oh, see, now you get way more grapefruit at the bottom of this. And it's not as bitter. So the top of the bar, I got like bitter grapefruit, bitter salty grapefruit, which sounds nasty. But on the bottom, you actually get more of the juiciness of the grapefruit, which is quite welcome. There's still the bitter tinge to it, so it's not fully out of the woods there, but... And it's less soapy on the bottom of the bar. So the top seemed to have gotten these soapy quality notes. There's still a soapiness there. I think it's partially like the coastal aquatic vibe mixed with the salted note to it, but it's not as heavily soapy smelling as the top of the bar was. And what else is in here? Beach sage. I actually, on the bottom of the bar, don't really get much of the sage. So maybe the soapy quality that I was smelling on the top that I was just not fond of was more of the sage component. Because there is like a slightly earthy groundedness to this at the very back of it, which kind of gives me maybe the beach sage vibes. I mean, I don't know if I would necessarily call that out if I didn't know it was beach sage. But it's also not like a smoked sage or like, you know, exorcising your house of demons sage. It's a little bit more like a muted kind of toning down the vibes sage. Anyways, I'm not a huge fan of this one on cold. I'm not like, I don't hate it, but I'm not particularly like, ooh, this is something that I really want to warm right now. But needless to say, I will do it. I will do it. Don't you worry. All right, next up we have Keep It Sassy. And this one is Playful Sparkling Lemon. Apparently it was too playful. It made me choke. Don't choke on yourself or your air that you drink. Drink, inhale. Anyways, Playful Sparkling Lemon brings out the sweet side of cherry blossom and sugarcane. So sparkling lemon, cherry blossom, and sugarcane. I feel like this is going to be like a cherry soda. Oh, oops, I forgot to show you guys. It is a reddish sort of bar. Reddish, pinkish. All right. And this is like a cherry lemon soda. You know what? It kind of reminds me of like a cherry lemon seltzer. Like when you smell it and it smells better than it tastes. It does give me a little bit of a soda vibe. I think like, I don't know, Scentsy's been on this kick with like cherry soda kind of vibing things. Oh, look at that. There goes my, really? You gonna do this to me right now? There we go. Still playing with the ring light. See guys, technical difficulties, all live. What I was saying was that I feel like Scentsy has done a couple sort of like cherry soda kind of vibe things lately. Piggybacking on like the whole cherry limeade that we had for Bring Back My Bar not too long ago. Then we had like the Radiator Springs car scent, which was kind of like a cherry soda floral kind of. And now we have this one, which is sparkling lemon and then cherry blossom and sugarcane, which again just kind of gives me lemon cherry soda vibes. This is a lighter cherry scent, however, than some of the other ones. Like if you've tried the cherry limeade or even the Cars Radiator Springs scent and we're like, whoa, this is a lot of cherry in my life. This is a little bit more muted. I think the lemon really helps tone down the cherry, and because lemon I think is more of the main note and it's like a sparkling lemon, it kind of breaks up the sweet, cloying sort of nature of cherry scents. I actually don't mind this. The more I smell this, the more I like this. And I think it's because there's a really good balance of lemon in this. I think if there wasn't any lemon in this, I would be less excited about this scent. But I actually kind of like that one. Let's Keep It Sassy. All right, we got 2 more. Let's go through them. Let's see what we got. We got Sweet But Fierce, which is a lovely purple bar, which matches my shirt almost to a T, ironically. Maybe I'm sweet but fierce. Soothing Pink Jasmine and Sweet Violet get bold with a burst of crystallized sugar. So we have Jasmine, Violet, and crystallized sugar. And it is purple. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. So I like this one. You do pick up the violet. You do get like a little bit of the sugary sweetness to it. It's not super sweet. It kind of gives me a little bit of like sugar vibes minus the lemon note. And like a soft, soft violet. Because the violet tends to be a little bit more powdery and it can be a little bit overbearing. And this one isn't so bad. I think the pink jasmine kind of mutes it as well. I don't know if I necessarily would go out of my way and be like, oh my god, there's jasmine in this. Well, you know, the more I smell it, let's smell the bottom of the bar. The more I smell it, the more I think I pick up on the jasmine. And I think it's kind of balancing that violet powderiness. Oh, there we go. Ooh, there's like a fresh, almost fresh floral quality to this, which I wouldn't expect normally from a jasmine violet combination, because the tendency for artificial jasmine and violet is to like go crazy powdery. And yes, there is a hint of like a powdery note, but it's surprisingly more fresh than I thought it would be. And I think the sugar, what is it, crystallized sugar, adds a nice sweetness. It kind of reminds me, like I said, I think it kind of reminds me of sugar without the lemon note to it, like the lemon drop note. But it also reminds me of, from the Life's a Garden collection, the Lavender and Violets bar, minus the lavender. So it's like you get that same, but you get that same sort of soft, sort of coziness with this scent, with a slight more of a bite of sweetness at the end. It's like you can get that crystallized sugar. It's not sugar cane. It's not like hard pop, what are those, rock candy sugar, where it's like super sweet and obnoxious. Like it's just enough to balance and blend the floral component to this. I really like this. Okay, so far this one is probably my favorite. And it's not because the bar is purple. I guarantee you that. Yeah, I actually really like that one. All right, let's see. Let's go on to our last one. This one's called With Grace. This is pink. Alluring Gardenia Blossoms. Ugh. Is this going to be like Lush Gardenia 2.0? And Sweet Pink Peony dance delicately with hints of soft musk. Okay, so we've got Gardenia Blossoms, Peony, and Musk. Already not excited to smell this. Let's go. What? What witchcraft is this? What sorcery is this? This smells really good. Did I lose my marbles? Because I'm pretty sure I still hate Lush Gardenia. This, I get a lot of peony, more than gardenia, which is refreshing. And I get a lot of musk. But it's a soft, almost romantic musk. It's not a heavy, like, biting your nose, sort of like in your throat musk scent. It almost has like a little bit of a perfumey quality to this. If you like scents like Love Story, maybe French Kiss. Oh man, what does this remind me of? It has a slight, it's a slight feminine note to it. Not much though. But it is a, you get the peony, it kind of pops through and it kind of mellows or deadens the soapy gardenia nonsense that I usually don't like. And then you have the musk, which just rounds that out. What, that is so bizarre. How do I like this scent? This is so strange to me. Oh my goodness, I love it even more in the bottom of the bar. What the deuce? Okay, so this gives me almost like a fruity floral quality to it. And I know there doesn't say that there's any particular like fruit notes in this, but it's like that lush, almost aquatic, dewy sort of floral with a sweetness rather than like soap central that Lush Gardenia is, you know, notoriously known for. Ah, and that musk. Oh my goodness. Okay, I lied. This might be my favorite bar, and that is shocking to me because there's gardenias in here. Okay, well, color me impressed. Who knew that I would like that one so much? Wow. Now, let's recap these. So I would say in order of favorites, man, that was really, that can't be gardenia. There's no way. There's no way that's gardenia. I almost like that better than the... How? Okay. Maybe it's the peony that's doing it for me. Okay, so I think in order of favorites, at least on cold sniffs, until I warm them, this could all change. I could hate them all. I could love them all. Who knows? Surprisingly, With Grace is my cold sniff favorite right now. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Followed very closely, if not in a tie, with Sweet But Fierce. Then I think my next favorite would be Keep It Sassy, followed by Born to Shine, and then trailing far behind Dazzle Darling. This one is just... These two, like this one I don't mind, but it doesn't really call to me. This one is like, no thank you. So my top three would be these three if you were planning to try one. But again, your scent, your sniffer, your choices of fragrance might be different than mine. You might hate these three and love those two, or you might not like any of them, or you might like all of them. Who knows? But let me know what you think. Have you tried any of these? Have you warmed them? Do you have any thoughts on them? I am still like completely baffled by this. Like, why do I like the gardenia one the best? I don't know what's going on here. This is so bizarre to me. There's something in this that I'm just like, oh, it kind of gives me, you know what it is? This gives me like a almost spring cozy cardigan vibe. They're very different scents, but at the same time, this is almost like a very, very light spring cozy cardigan scent. Maybe that's what it is. It kind of like the musk in here mixed with the other scents kind of gives me that like blush, suede, rose, whatever thing going on in cozy cardigan. Either way, very impressed with this one on cold. We will see how it warms. Now I really want to warm this. And that brings us to the end of our Glam collection. If you do want to see really quick, I can bring up the list. We also have another Scentsy buddy. I did not get her. It is, come on. It is Posh the Poodle. She's adorable, but just didn't quite resonate with me personally. And then the warmer is called Glamour Time. You can see it there. And that, this is what it looks like when it's lit up at night. So very pretty, kind of that gilded gold look, very glam inspired. Not my personal cup of tea, but hey, it is a 25-watt warmer, so that's bonus points there. And that is that. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you for sticking around and hanging with me. If you are new here, consider subscribing. And as always, I will see you in our next video. Take care, guys. Bye.